Hey family, it's Brittany Bell with another Power Parent Moment. Today we are getting all into some things that you can consider when you want to make sure you are taking care of your children's mental health, mental wellness, mental state of being during these virtual learning experiences. Here we go. Welcome back to our channel. We are so glad that you are with us today. I'm going to jump right into it because this topic is pretty important. I want to definitely get you this information as quickly as I can for you to start implementing it now. Now, as a teacher, when our students left for virtual learning the first time in 2020, we didn't know what to expect. No one knew what to expect, especially dealing with students who have been in a face-to-face learning environment since kindergarten, since pre-K. They've always been face-to-face. Now, when they came back after that extended time being virtual, it was a clear difference, that it was obvious, I should say, that there was a lot of regression that happened mentally. And it wasn't just talking about academics. It was the way they are handling their emotions, the way they are thinking about issues, the way they are reacting to teachers and other students. It was a major difference. And we know that our students struggle while they were at home since they were not used to being away from a face-to-face environment. Now, as we go into this again, if your students happen to be in a virtual situation, this is some things about mental wellness that I need you to consider, things to do to make sure that we are not lagging so much across the time from when they're face-to-face to when they can be face-to-face again. All right, so number one thing that Power Parent will suggest, number one, is simply talk to them. I know that seems like a weird thing, especially as our children get older. I think their main goal is to, not talk to us. However, you have to push the button here. You have to get them engaged in conversation, because if not, they're going to stay stuck on a technology, whether it's laptop, whether it's their cell phone, tablet. They're going to be engaged in this world that does not allow very much back and forth, quick having to think, neurons firing conversation that they would be used to in a face-to-face environment. Now, starting these conversations could be awkward at first, but don't give up. Remember, you can allow them to pick the topic to talk about, or simply just talk about things that you know they are interested in. Keep them going, ask questions, make funny remarks, get silly, whatever keeps the conversation going. This will improve and maintain the structure that they have that will build upon their mental wellness before they go back to a face-to-face environment. Number two, gotta do this. You gotta get some exercise. I know that seems weird because it seems like we're talking about physical health at that point, but it's really not. The studies show that exercise on the daily basis helps our minds grow, and we cannot deprive our students who are typically walking around school or up in the classroom doing different things and moving around to be stuck in front of a computer and not getting that movement in. It helps their brains. It helps that blood flow. It helps them be able to think. So you definitely want to implement some exercise during that time that you have them in virtual learning environments in order to make sure that is improving upon their mental wellness. Walk together, go outside, shoot a little hoops, do what you have to do to keep them moving. Keep them moving. And as I stated in the first video, which I will put up top again, in our organizing your day, organize the day in which you have an exercise planned in already. Think beforehand. Don't let it just catch you off guard. You have to plan for these type of things to make sure that they are consistent. Last but not least, a third way of making sure that we are considering our children's mental health during these virtual times is by checking in with them emotionally. I know that this can feel awkward. One, because sometimes we as parents feel a little weird talking about our own emotions. But if you can get children, based on their developmental level, to start checking in with themselves as a way to say, hey, I'm okay, or hey, I'm not doing great right now, the more we can help guide them to the help that they need during these crazy times. Now, if your child is younger, using something like a chart with the different emojis on it will help them articulate what they are feeling at the time. And better yet, make sure that with this age group, you're also modeling. Tell them how you feel and use more words other than sad or happy. use some words like I'm feeling worried, or I am concerned, or I am ecstatic. Use different words, because the more they hear you use words, the more they can pull it into their own vocabulary as a way to describe how they are feeling. Now, if your children are getting a little older, maybe you can encourage things like keeping a diary and modeling the fact that, hey, in my diary, I keep the first part of my entries are all about, I don't know, the way I feel about a situation. The more you can do this, the more they have practice at this, the better they'll get at it. And now we will have teenagers who have grown up learning how to check in with themselves. That makes them a better communicator. It will make them a better partner. It will make them better in a lot of different areas in their life as they are able to check in and say, how am I doing today? And being able to express that. So those are it. Those are the 3 things. Again, number 1, talk to your kids, making sure that communication stays open, making sure those skills, this brain fire, those neurons are like going back and forth within a conversation. Number 2, get some exercise, get out of the house. And if it's too cold at that time, get in the house and pull up a game, make sure you're dancing and shaking and celebrating, whatever you are doing to keep their bodies moving. And number 3, make sure you're having that emotional check-in. Make sure that you are teaching and modeling with your kids that, hey, it's okay not to be okay. And the more we can set that standard, the better that what they will all be. That is it. We are done. This closes out the series about my tips for parents during their virtual experience. I'm so glad you were able to join us. If you have any questions or any comments or just anything that you're thinking about that you would need more explanation for from this video or the other 2 videos, please let us know in the comment and I'll be sure to respond. So if you have what? I don't know what that was. What do you have? Having a good time. All right. Happy virtual learning to you all. A happy virtual experience as you as parents, as teachers. I hope that you can engage in this experience as one that you can enjoy and one that you will cherish forever. Because, hey, it's always good to spend a little bit more time with your kids. All right. If you have not done so yet, please make sure that you like this video if you found some value from it and subscribe. And don't be afraid to share this video around because we have to build our community. We need each other. That is it from me. See you next time. Bye.